everyone. Siyanamukela kwesinye isiqephu se-Creative Minds. My name is Noluthando Mbongwa and I'm your host. And of course, we've got you a very hot moment today with our very hot guest. So, if you're watching this show for the very first time, worry not, because this is a show of your interest where we share and explore our creativities and talk to interesting people for their interesting experience. But before we begin, if you have anything to say, please feel free to send us an email on creativemind@gmail.com. And for comments and questions, please send us a WhatsApp text on the number on the screen. So, before we begin where the juicy is, let's take a moment and honor our sponsor. Welcome back on our special show. Remember, this is the show where we explore our creativities and talk to interesting people about their interesting experience in the film industry as a whole. So now, guest Smangaliso and Princess Swati Dlamini. How are you guys doing? Good, thank you.
I'm alright, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you so much. So, Mr. Mgcwango. So tell us, who is really Smangaliso Mgcwango?
Smangaliso Mgcwango, a filmmaker from KZN, also a screenwriter who have written for low-budget films and also films with a lot of sponsors and high budget. So I can really say that I know best from both worlds. So yes.
Now let's welcome our second guest, Princess Swati Dlamini. How are you doing, madam?
I'm okay, how are you doing?
I'm good. You look good, by the way.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
So, can you please tell us who is Swati Dlamini?
Say Princess Swati Dlamini is a filmmaker whose interest is mainly on producing, directing, and script writing.
Let's take a quick break.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh, right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Welcome back to our special show. Remember, this is a show where we explore our creativities and talk with interesting people about their interesting experiences in their industry as a whole. If unombuzo or anything to say, you are free to send us an email at creativeminds@gmail.com or send us an SMS on the number on the screen. Smangaliso Mbongwa. So, as a person who has always been in the industry, making the moves out there, man, we see you on sports like you're doing your thing. What can you say? What is the key, man?
Well, I wouldn't really say there is a key, there isn't a formula, if you try to, I think if you try to study the greats or the professionals who have done it before you, I think it takes a lot of authenticity from you in doing what you love. You just have to find your ground and stand on it and do it your way. That's what I think.
We've seen that you've been doing moves in the industry, like when you're on sports lights, everybody's talking about you. Like, can you tell us the secrets, how you get there?
Well, I wouldn't really say there is a secret. You see a lot of successful people from athletes to rugby players and soccer players, businessmen. All of these careers have a lot of successful people, and I don't think they would say there's a key or a secret formula. I don't think they would say that, as I wouldn't say that, because it's just like a lot of courage. You have to be consistent with your work. That's what I think you would do. I mean, there is no secret in this thing. You just have to do what you're doing and make sure that your work speaks for itself.
Thank you so much. So, back to you, Mrs. Swati. Can you tell us, Uti, as an upcoming filmmaker, what can you say about the industry, especially the KZN film industry?
I would say we need to unite in order for us to achieve greater heights, If we can unite, we can do well. I think we are not united. That's why we're struggling to get where we are supposed to get. I believe that with KZN Creatives, we are so creative.
Very, very, very.
But then we are in the top 3 in South Africa. You should be number one.
We're trying, we are trying. So, in this film industry, what is your experience?
My experience, I have done few zero budget films as I've mentioned, and I have worked on other people's projects. I think that's how we should do as upcoming filmmakers. You work on other people's projects so that you gain experience.
I get you. So back to you, Mr. Mgcwango. As a man who has all these spotlights, does it ever affect you and your family in some kind of way?
Being on a spotlight, you cannot avoid a lot of drama and a lot of paparazzi, what young people call. But I try to keep it away from my family and strictly just do business and try to stop them from affecting my family and just let it be business.
I hear you. So, any last word of encouragement, maybe like for someone who's looking up to you, man?
Well, I would say if you are a young filmmaker trying to make good films, you have to be yourself and explore a lot of creativity within you, and make sure that you put out your work, make sure people see, make sure that you believe in yourself and what you do is the correct way.
So, back to you, Ms. Dlamini, what is your last word of encouragement to people who are in your stage? Let me just say it like that.
Ngizolokhu emphasize nje into yokuthi attend workshops, network with other filmmakers, because this industry it's a relationship-based industry. Kuya ngokuthi wazubani khona ezokubiza beyoshootha. That's how you get to know other people.
So guys, so let's take a break. After this, please don't forget to share your comments on our number on the screen below, and then after this, Sobuya and then Sipuna commenting. Thank you.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
Welcome back, Babugela Makaya and Templeton right Lapo. Here I have your questions and comments. So I'll just read and go through them with my guest. So, Ayanda Ndanzi, we have a question dedicated to Mr. Smangaliso Mgcwango. Oti, what procedures to follow when looking for funding in the film industry?
Well, that's very easy. You have to write your ideas, pitch them to the right people. You find right people by networking, going to the theaters and asking the right questions. You know, you can't find everything on the internet. So you have to go to the workshops and talk to the right people and pitch your ideas. I think that's the best way, professional way to find funding.
And then we have Usihle Mchunu with a question dedicated to Miss Princess Swati. Uti, as an upcoming filmmaker, how do you deal with actors in terms of their status?
I would say, some actors are divas. I feel national soapy. So because it's zero budget. Says by diva, and special. But it's so because we need child. What's in your way now as producer or director, what to be calm, but understand because as an actor, we may be comfortable in order to be
Thank you so much. And then we have our comments. So Miss Princess Oti O Jackson King. Shout out to Miss Princess Swati for paving the road for us and giving us a hope, because we now know what to do and who to deal with and how in the film industry. And then Mrs. Siba, Noluthando Mbongwa, dedicated to Smangaliso Mbongwa. A big bow to Mr. Smangaliso Mbongwa. Thank you for being out there. You really are an inspiration, my role model, and I am your biggest fan. Siyabonga kakhulu babukela emakhaya, and ngiyathemba ukuthi nanelisekile nama-questions enayo, and bayabonga kakhulu ukuthi nibanikeze isikhathi senu ebese futhi bakwazi ukuthi bashare i-information abanayo. But for now, umina, it's a wrap. And please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, Sikona, on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere, guys. Please follow us, Creative Minds. Thank you.